And we're live.
Sound check. Can you hear us?
Look, I can walk all the way around.
Nobody's answered me yet. Yes, Janice says she can hear us. Thank you, Janice.
All the rest of y'all just go on about your business.
So hello, everyone. Glad you could join us tonight for live acrylic pouring. We have our paintings up from last week on the screen.
Darnell is here. She's feeling better.
Yay.
Hello, Libby and Julie Le Chat. Aloha. That's where I want to be right now. Because it's cold here. And
Put your wine in, it could be worse.
And I moved south to get away from this. I got soft. Minus 20. Yeah.
No.
Catherine? Catherine, you keep that there. We'll move some of ours up towards you. Minus 10, Brian.
We remember those days when our boogers used to freeze. When you had to start the car a half an hour before you had to go to work. I don't miss those days.
Make sure you had at least a quarter tank of gas.
Well, it's 34 here, and it's chilly for us.
Forecast. Minus 19 tomorrow morning.
Here?
Here. No, 19.
I was going to say, because my heater will be running all night.
So, here we go. Numero uno. 12 by 12. What do you mean? Ugh. Look at that. That's my bleeding heart.
It's bleeding, all right. Just kidding.
That's bright.
That's
so what
neon.
I did.
That was the neon pink you put in.
Yeah, neon pink, and then I used some of the neon purple too, which kind of got lost. But
I thought we were out of neon purple.
I used it up.
Oh.
It's there. It's kind of out on the outskirts of town. I can live with that. Then, which one did you do? Did you do the ring pour?
Yes. One dot. See it?
What the heck happened there?
I don't know. Painsbury decided to poke through. It was probably a bubble underneath. But that's okay.
Kind of cool rings, though.
Yeah, I like that one.
then
The drip cup
the drip cup.
with silicone. Very pretty. I love the copper.
Now, you were mentioning earlier that you really shouldn't use silicone in
The drip cup.
drip cups.
No, because I like the lines. I like the featherings when they're more crisp. I mean, it's pretty. It looks like snow is above it. It's kind of pretty. I don't mean it's kind of pretty. It's pretty.
It's kind of
That's
pretty.
not what
You
I
heard
meant.
it. You heard it here, folks. Live.
That's not what I meant. It's pretty.
And then there's this.
That was our intermingling flip cups.
12 by 16.
Yes.
Did you?
I am Catherine with his stuff, though. So you have lots of space now to put paintings because I cleaned all that out. So you have like 8, 9 trays there you can put paintings on.
Well, I'll do that right now.
But oh my gosh, we have a lot of paintings.
How many paintings do we
I
have?
would say we probably have 100 sitting here. But I'm still trying to decide if we're going to do a St. Jude auction this year. Because we have so much going on. Hi, James.
Could bring them down a little. What do you think?
You have your pad the right way?
Yeah.
Okay. I would. Are you centered where you're standing right now? Because then you could just move the camera a little bit. I meant the pad.
Camera's a little cockeyed.
That's okay.
I can deal with it. Chel's got a good idea. How about maybe later in the year?
Yeah, but I think we might be okay in March. I have just a lot to do. I have taxes to do and paint to mix, and I want to finish up my studio, and I've got spring cleaning to do, and all before we go to the retreat. So we may have time though. We might be able to pump one out at the end of March, maybe, or April.
Pump one out?
Pump one out.
So we've been bickering
A
Ever
lot.
ever since I teased her with a salad for dinner tonight.
No, it started with the truck yesterday. You want to tell them about that ordeal?
No, I don't want to tell them.
I'll tell them later.
I'm sure you will.
So tell them about the salad anyway.
So we had salad brought in because we had a lunchtime meeting, and after the meeting, everybody helped themselves, sandwiches and salads, and we had quite a bit left over at the time. And so I called Tina and I said, "How you feel about having salad for dinner?" And she's like, "Well, from where?" And I said, "Panera Bread." She says, "What's in it?" And so I described what was in it. It was, it was something different. She's like, oh yeah, let's do that for dinner. So I went to the refrigerator at work today at about 5:45 to grab the remaining salad, and there was like none left. They must have been eating it all afternoon. That's all I can say. So, needless to say, I call her up, and she's like, I'm craving that salad. And I said, not from work. So, I had to go to another establishment to get salad for tonight. And then
I ate half
you ate half. Where's the other half?
in the garbage,
No. Well, some of it.
most of it. Alan knocked it over.
Did you mix up any base white or no?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Oh, we're not fighting, Catherine. We're just. It's not just that. It was like the water jug this morning that I asked him to change last night.
Well, she did think she asked me to change last night.
Well, you were in bed, so I probably shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, I was probably asleep.
Mm-hmm. And you didn't take dog food out of the freezer.
Mm-hmm. Going into work for the 8th straight day in a row.
But I don't normally feed the dogs. You do, so I didn't know that they didn't have any out. You won't win, Alan. Keep going.
In my mind, I will win.
No, yeah, in your mind. Vicky said, "Get in the corner, Alan."
All right, Victoria, I'm ready. I got my gloves on.
He wasn't sleeping, Brian. He was playing his game, so I know he heard me.
Yeah, it was on autopilot, and I was probably going snoring.
It's okay.
That's okay.
We don't really fight. We just like bicker a little bit, but we don't fight.
Yeah, she taunts me every once in a while.
I got to keep you on your toes. It helps him at work when he's in a stressful situation with his boss.
I don't get stressed at work.
You don't?
I don't.
Then why do you tell me you do? The truth comes out.
I don't. Ask anybody that works with me. You know people from there. Ask them if I get stressed out.
So what size canvas you got there?
8x20.
Good job.
That's because it says 8x20. No, it doesn't. I actually got that right. So I am going to do flip and drag. Since we don't have any base white mixed up.
Oh, you're going to be sorry. Thicker stuff.
What?
That's thicker stuff.
Okay. What? How much thicker is it?
A lot thicker. It's pouring paint. And that's what I'm teaching Thursday night is how to mix the base paints.
Well, you're a week late.
Well, I'm sorry.
You're a week late.
Why don't you just take the top off and pour it on? That's no silicone, right?
Yes. While we're waiting for this to come out, I heard Brian did a 48x48 last night.
Yep. Hi, Maria.
Congratulations, Brian. I heard it came out pretty good.
He did a good job. So if you guys haven't seen that, go to Brian's channel later and watch it live. You can fast forward through all the chit chat. But his pour was amazing. Four feet by 4 feet is a big painting. I did a 3x4 and I know how much I had to wrestle with that canvas. They're heavy when you get all that paint on them.
There's only one thing I heard though. You didn't use a Brian amount of paint. What's up with that?
He thought he did.
It is just a little thicker.
It's a lot thicker.
That's a little. Paint consistency.
How important is it?
Didn't you just have something about paint consistency, like a little tutorial?
Yeah. Last Thursday. Did you learn anything?
Yeah, I learned when to be quiet and let you teach. And when to ask questions.
Megan, I have not used my Color Art Primary Elements. They're very expensive, so I only save those for the blooms.
Are they more expensive than your other ones that you're buying?
The TLPs?
Yeah.
They're about the same price. She has a lot of colors, though. I have almost 200 colors. Well, you know, you saw them all in the drawer. What else have you seen in my drawers, Alan, that you're...
I'm not telling anybody what I've seen in your drawers. Purple raspberry. Sleeping Beauty turquoise shimmer. A little purple raspberry on it. Morning Pansy shimmer. I think I need one more contrast color. What you think?
A metallic?
Yeah, just wondering, is champagne shimmer too light? Or...
No, it's not. Or you could even use juniper with those colors. Well, not with purple.
Champagne shimmer.
So because your base is thicker, use more paint in your cup. Because it's not going to move like it normally does.
Is that a pro tip?
For you, yeah.
Why for me and not everybody else?
I know, Shelly. I already have. I am ready to buy them.
What?
Because I don't teach anyone else how to do it with the regular paint.
So we're experimenting then.
You're experimenting. Yep.
Let's start with Sleeping Beauty in the cup.
That's she's back. I see Ellen hasn't started yet.
Beth, I'm not in the mood.
Oh, Kathy got her box today. Yay. I hope everybody got their sponsor giveaway gifts in the mail already.
I know Mary Ellen got her prize from last week. She posted. You guys don't think I pay attention to these things, but I do.
Sue Johnson didn't get hers yet. I have to check my shipping receipts to see where they're at. The mail people have been like crazy. They end up in states that they don't belong in and have to come back. And I try to use a decent sized box though, so they don't do that.
I might have a little too much paint here, but yeah, I see just a couple.
Eddie hairs?
What the heck? It might be my facial hair. I don't know.
All right, boo.
All right. Let's get this thing on the road. Flip cup. I got probably about 3.5 ounces of paint, so it's probably a little too much, but we can make it work.
Are you gonna poke a hole?
I was debating that. But
Is that paper cup? You can just
yes,
use a
paper
skewer.
cup.
Just use a skewer. Catherine wants to know if you're growing a beard.
No, I'm just being lazy after working 8 days in a row.
Oh, you didn't shave today. You didn't shave that whole week you were off for, what was it? Family something. You better not be growing a Brian amount of beard.
Wasn't crazy about that.
Alan had a beard when I met him and when we got married, so beards don't bother me.
No, but there was a lot more darkness to it then.
Now it's all silver and spots.
Yeah, it's. So I got this white patch right here. And I got this like the last fallout when I lifted the cup from. I'm going to drag that.
I filled those torches today. They have lots of juice in them.
I see, said the blind man as he picked up his hammer and saw.
So quiet.
Concentrate.
Brian was very quiet last night too when he was pouring paint. He was holding his breath.
Let's get a little more stretch.
I like that Sleeping Beauty in there.
Got a lot of cells. I do think I need to take it over the edge though.
Both sides.
Just here and here, yeah.
Yeah. Larry just told everybody he had a porn stash from high school till about 2000.
That is now public knowledge.
Now we'll never think of Larry the same, will we? Well, all we'll think of is the porn stash.
I honestly thought you were going to say he was a porn star in the 80s, but
Well, I don't know that. He said, "Oh, I was." Hi, Lori.
time to move it around a little with the airbrush. A little too deep there.
Can you tell the difference?
As far as
Pouring into thicker paint. Or I should say, airbrushing into thicker paint.
yeah, you have to go a little deeper to get it to move. This must be what a dentist feels like when he's drilling.
Why do you say that?
Oh, just popped into my head.
Bye, Robin.
don't know if you can see the density as I'm blowing it, but that paint is definitely a little thicker.
Shelly says she loves these colors. And then she said, reminds me of a ferret.
Ferret. Somehow I feel that there's a reference to me in that Shelly. This is definitely harder to move in this thicker paint.
That is Victoria's struggle.
What's that?
That's Victoria's struggle.
Thick paint?
Yeah. She's too afraid to go thin. She thinks it'll be too thin.
And see, I would never think that Victoria would be one that would be fearful of anything.
She was afraid of Brian last night, I think. She was nervous for him.
Giving her a quick torch. Now, with that thicker base, it does not appear to have opened up as many small cells.
You mean on the edges or inside?
Inside the other cells and inside the solid colors.
Pretty. Very nice, babe.
You're just saying that.
No, I'm not just saying that.
Just trying to make me feel good. Because you're feeling guilty.
I don't feel guilty. I have no regrets.
Off to the drying rack. Look, you almost have a clean pad you could use.
No, I'm doing something different.
All right.
Are you getting used to those bottles yet?
It's starting to.
Hi, Cheryl.
Starting to. Okay, boss.
Welcome, lady. I'm going to bring my drink with me.
Non-alcoholic, of course.
Yeah. Only because I've been sneezing like crazy. Well, it's probably from drinking that. Could you do me?
That would be.
Could you pull that can out for me? On the bottom shelf right there. I think that's the black. I'm not sure.
This one here,
Yeah.
is the one on the left.
Is it black?
That's bright white. The black is the left.
I need the black one. I'm gonna put these canvases in Ellie's bed. She's gonna be mad at me. Thank you. Yeah. So in my frenzy of cleaning, oh my goodness, I found these. They're tiles and they're already taped. So I cleaned them really quick so that we could play with them. Thought we'd do some bloom swipes on them.
Hello, Roberta. Glad you could join us.
Brian, I used to have a clean floor until I let Ellen come out here and paint with me.
Yeah, right.
It's true. It's facts. He's a dripper.
Hello, Deanne. Hello, all you beautiful people. I didn't get to name you by name. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. She hates the windshield wipers, Julie. I think when she barks like that, she's afraid of it. All right. So I have some black house paint here.
So Larry wants to know, he says, those are great. Where did you find them?
I don't know. Alan probably got them for me at some point somewhere. I can measure
Like
them.
a second-hand shop? Or...
They are 12 by 9. 12 by 9. Oh, this is super thick. So I'm going to show you guys something. Let me move them over. Actually, I'll put them behind me. But where?
Brian's like, wait, what you got there?
Hang on, Bubba. All right. So this is the Walmart paint. This stuff is like gloop.
That's not what you were looking for, is it?
Oh, this isn't Walmart paint. This is Sherwin-Williams paint from Lowe's.
Yeah.
Where's the Walmart one? We had a Walmart one too. This stuff is thick. So I'm definitely going to have to GAC 800 this one down.
Yes, tiles, Brian.
9 by 12 tiles, Brian.
Now, this is a little secret. If you go into your home improvement stores, check the pre-mixed paints that people return.
Oops. We call it the oops rack.
Because this paint here was probably running, what, about $45 a gallon normally? And we got it for $9.
$9.
I actually picked up 2 gallons of it, too.
I don't know what color it is, though. It's just a black. It's like a... I can see blue in it, but it dries black. This wears me out, stirring paint like this.
Lady Jax wants to know, what does the GAC 800 do?
It thins it down without adding water because I'm like a negative water person. The only time I'll add water is to a base coat for flow. I don't like breaking binders down. I need a jug, boo-boo. Please. And thank you very much. Where are you going?
Where are they? Oh, that's right.
See, forgot where he put them. This is a high gloss paint, though. This would be the base that we would use for blooming because it's the 833209. They don't sell this paint anymore, though. If you can find some at your Lowe's, grab it. We stopped in... Where did we stop? Was it Kentucky? Missouri?
No.
We went through all the states coming home from Arkansas. We tried to make our rounds. So I say Tennessee then, right?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. We bought 4 gallons, but that was almost 2 years ago. And cup. Measuring cup.
Hello, Cecilia. Glad you could join us.
All right. I'm going to have to leave it out because I know I'll probably have to mix some more. So when it's that thick, it's too thick for a pillow.
Brian's jealous of the size of your stick.
You have the same stick dealer I have, Bri. I love my stick dealer. She's the bestest. All right, I'll leave that cup in there. That'll probably sink now. Move it over there. So I'm going to add some GAC 800 to thin it down a little bit.
It says the camera adds 4 inches.
Still a little thick. I'll add some more. I haven't done any blooms with black in a while. So the GAC 800 is back in stock at Jerry's for 65 something a gallon. So if you've been waiting to get GAC 800 for blooming, that's the place to get it. That's probably, well, Blick is about the same in pricing. One more squirt.
Sue Johnson said, hubby check, her prize is here. Yippee!
So I'm trying not to generate too many air bubbles.
Hello, Moose. Glad you could join us.
There we go. All right. Let me wipe my finger off. We're going to have to use our turntable because we're going to spin it out. The things I have been finding.
What else did you find?
I found my Pebeo foils. I found, oh my gosh.
Your big blow straws?
Yep. It was like, oh, I knew I had that. It's just been crazy.
Mary Ellen, I posted, I don't know if we're friends on Facebook. In Facebook, I posted a birdhouse made out of wine corks. She wants to make a birdhouse out of stick. Good stick.
I could make a dog house.
Welcome, Gary.
I need to clean that bottom, don't I?
Oh, Maria just posted the link to last week's tutorial. Thank you, Maria.
All right.
Larry, let's see. Angie wants to know, is the gap thinner than the Flowtron?
Yes. GAC 800 is a pouring medium, but that's not what I use it for.
Brian wants to know, did you find the 3D printer?
Yeah, it's in the. So yesterday, oh, was it yesterday? Was it yesterday? It was yesterday,
I
wasn't
don't know. Where are you going with this?
it? Where'd you go yesterday?
I went to Mike's.
All right, so yesterday I sent Alan to Michael's to pick up.
Then my truck broke down.
Well, I'm going to tell him the story. Sheesh. It's all my fault because I sent him to Michael's. right?
That's right. I would have been home.
So I'll let him believe that if he wants to believe that. So I sent him to Michael's to pick up two more parts to the cabinets that have the shelves in them. So I could put my tape and stuff in there where it's easy accessible. I don't have to look for it. You know, yada, yada, yada. So he pulls into Michael's. He goes in and gets my stuff and he calls me. My truck won't start. All it's doing is tick, 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 tick. And I said, well, it sounds like the battery. But then he turns it over and you can hear the radio and you can hear other noises, you know, the ding, ding. And I said, well, I don't think it's your battery, but I'll send Jacob over to bring the halo. He'll jump you. And then you can go to O'Reilly and get a new battery. I said, just make sure that Jacob stays with you and follows you. So what did he do? He gave Alan the halo after they got the truck started, and he left him there. So Alan didn't get very far before the truck broke down again. Now it's the alternator. So that's how Sunday went. And the truck is in the shop, but it's getting fixed tomorrow. So, but they don't listen. I told Jacob too, don't leave him there, because if the truck stops again, he won't, you know. And then he's trying to call Jake, and Jake won't answer his phone. So I'm trying to call Jake. Jake won't answer his phone. An hour later, Jake shows up at the house. I'm like, where have you been? You need to go pick Alan up.
Yeah, Colleen's right. Oh yeah, alternators.
So yeah, it was a very interesting Sunday, needless to say.
I don't care about your truck. Just get those cabinets back here.
I didn't say that. I didn't care. I didn't say that. Do not believe that, you guys. Now he's just trying to make me look bad. Shame on you, Alan. So let's do some Monarch butterfly colors on the first one. Sheesh. And I think I'll use Simplicity because it's gold. So I'm going to
question about how, and I believe they're referring to you, how long have you been doing lives?
oh gosh, since 2018.
We've become kind of a regular Monday nights.
Yeah,
probably,
we've only missed a few Monday nights. It's like we're on most of the time. We were even on at the beach. So, all right, these ones I gotta get my other
which is
spoons.
slowly sneaking up on us.
It is.
You know, it's almost over 4 months away.
I know.
How many days, Brian?
Ellen, I need spoons. I think they're on the other side of that jug right there. The clear ones.
Not these.
Oh, jeez, they're right in front of me. Sorry, baby. Truly, I am. All right, so we're going to be using Simplicity from TLP, which is this little piggy's pigments. And I'm also going to be using Primary Elements.
Brian said 124 days or 10,713,600 seconds.
I just ordered Floetrol, so that was the last thing I had to order. So that will be here next week.
The doors, don't count 128 days because you'll be 4 days late getting there.
This one is Color Art Yellow Rose. It's a color. This one is Color Art Sunflower. It's blurry when I bring it up, doesn't it? And this is one of my favorite color art pigments. This one is called Ginger Peach.
Doris said she leaves in 122 days, but she's got to get a head start.
Yep.
Kathy Carr says Color Art is the best company.
I love color art. Leslie's awesome. I can send her a message if I need a color that's not on the website. She tells me how to get it. Okay. Let's get some face paint down.
Lady Jackson's got a question. Anyone suggest the best site to order Aussie Floetrol?
You can get it from pixelpaint.com or you can get it from Fluid Art Company, fluidco.com. They have it as well. I order from Australia, so.
Sue Johnson says, I was opening my beautiful box and missed the answer. Do you put GAC in all your pillow?
Yes. So another thing that I learned along the way was to spread the edges out on your pillow paint so you don't get a line. Because sometimes when you're messing around with your puddles, your edges start to dry because it's house paint. And if it has a lot of primer in it, it's more apt to start drying out. And when this dries, you'd see that line. Other people say don't torch it. I torch it. As long as you do it quickly, it's fine.
And that's to get the bubbles out.
Yeah, there's a lot of bubbles in this, but as I spin it, then we'll see. All right, so let's go with Yellow Rose. Get my finger over this.
So Roberta wants to know, she needs a link to the 4 to 6 ounce cups with the attached lids that don't cost an arm and a leg.
I have them in my Amazon shop. Shelly will post that link for you. All right, let's go with the Ginger Peach.
So you're going to have to teach me balloons at the retreat.
We're not doing blooms at the retreat.
She says she's hooked on them.
We are doing Dutch pours this year, and Doris is going to do Fiona flowers. And then everybody else can do whatever they want. Because we don't say you have to do anything. You can just paint if you want to. We supply everything, so you don't have to bring anything.
Maria posted the link for those cups with attached lids.
Thank you,
Maria.
Okay, this is the Simplicity. This will give us a little gold interference. Wait till you guys see the painting from Thursday. I picked it up today. I was like, oh, that interference played so well. So you'll see that Thursday, though. All right. Let's do some swiping. Or do I want to do it? Those bubbles are going to drive me nuts, though. Let's swipe it. So I have my Color Art swiping tool. I'm going to put the cell activator on the back.
So Lady Jax wants to know, what is the retreat?
We do a painter's retreat on the Outer Banks of North Carolina for a week. People can come and rent a room for Sunday through Friday. And we paint for 2 or 3 days, and you can go do whatever you want. You can go sightseeing, whatever you want to do while you're there. We have no times or schedules. We do painting from 9 to 3. So you pick 2 hours out of those shifts and paint. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take a smaller one and play. I know I
Carson,
bought.
she just got that tool the other day.
I know I bought a offset spatula.
So
Don't
Ruby
ask me
Jacks-
where it's at.
What? What's that?
Don't ask me where that one's at.
What's that?
My other offset spatula. I bought a smaller one. I don't know where it's at. It might be over with my other. It might be in the retreat bin. Now that I think about it.
So,
Okay.
Lady Jax wants to know: is there a website to check it out? The retreat.
I have a group on Facebook in the events page. We're full right now, but we do have a waiting list in case anyone cancels last minute. But you can always get the information because we'll probably do it again next year. We try to let some new people come. We have a great group that came last year, but we had to bump people off so that some new people could come. All right, let's skewer some stuff while we're waiting for that to develop.
Last year was our first annual retreat. Can you explain that? Our first one, which was scheduled for 2020, got postponed because, or actually canceled because of COVID.
Yep. Then, they call and cancel us, right? Then they call us the day before and say, oh, you can still come. Well, people just canceled their flights. That's not going to happen. So I said, give me a refund, book us for next year. That was awful because I would have went. So I'm going to move it a little bit.
We didn't have that much fun, did we, Brian? Victoria, Shelley.
We had a lot of fun. And we celebrated my 60th birthday while we were there, which was a lot of fun. These guys had a surprise party for me, which almost didn't happen because I didn't want to leave the house.
Joy, you better get your flight booked. Especially the way cancellations are going.
Yeah, it still doesn't matter though. All right, this is going to open up when I spin it, so I just want to get it back in the middle. Man, there's a lot of bubbles. Get the worst of them off. It's not so bad in the black. It's just when you go into the colors that... All right, let me move those back. Okay, I need a spinner protector for me. Just for me. It's not going to go far. Get those sides covered up before I spin it again. Boy, this paint is really thick.
That is really thick.
I may have to thin it down a little more, which is going to add more bubbles. Okay, I think everything's covered now.
Yeah, one of the things we try to do on the retreat also is to post some videos. So there are some videos out there from last year's.
Mm-hmm. All right, that one went a little far. Got the tap lights. Set this over here.
You did.
I said I did. He did. Yeah, we're going to have fun. And that paint's really thick. It's like, what do I want to say?
Warm honey.
Oh, it's past warm honey. Just doing a little bit of modifying on those. One more spin.
Yeah, poor Catherine, she canceled last year.
And they're going into lockdown again.
Pudding thick, is that what it says? Or Lachette says syrup?
It's like overcooked pudding thick. You got to remember that's the base that we were using for pouring medium. So it is thick. Even with all the tint that they put in it, it still doesn't thin it down a lot. Wipe my edges. Move this one up. Okay. We'll thin down the black just a little bit more. Can you set me up some cups, please?
Running towards the back.
Yeah, on the second shelf, yeah. So I'm pull him off. Her, him, it. Oops, I see a couple bubbles there I want to get. I'm not worried about the bubbles in the black, because even if they're there, I can correct those. Just getting the big ones. It's hard for me to see them at this angle with the lights.
So Sue Johnson says she sees a totem, and Cecilia says, I see Woody Woodpecker. Valenius wants to know what would happen if you misted it with mineral spirits.
No, but I might be able to.
Kathy Carr said it's a drunk Woody Woodpecker.
Let me see if that happens if I go lightly with my airbrush. No, they're deep. I will tell you one thing though. I like Spar 2000, but I also like the Walmart Color Place paint for blooms because it's thicker. And you don't have to worry about it being too thin when you open the can. With Bellsbury, it's a hit and miss.
Kathy Carr wants to know, do the air bubbles go away overnight?
Because house paint dries on the surface first, no. That's why I'm trying to get the worst of them. Well, they won't be super noticeable. But there are a ton of bubbles in here.
And Deanne was asking what would happen if you misted it with mineral spirits, what would the effect be? Cheryl says you can't use mineral spirits with the water-based paint.
Right. But the other thing I could do, let me try it on the pad. I don't know if alcohol would do any different. No, it didn't pop that bubble, so I know that's not going to work. But we'll fly by the seat of our pants on this one. Now it's stuck.
That's the same problem I had last week.
I know, usually, well, after the first one, I take it off because there's enough paint there that it'll stick. Okay. See the bubbles? Ellen, watch where you're at because everything is leaning right now. Park it. All right, let me wipe this a little bit.
Hello, Studio Sarah. Glad you could join us.
Okay. I'm going to add a little more GAC 800 to this to thin it down a little bit more. And gently stir. Usually I'll do like 3 cups of paint and 1 cup of GAC 800 to these thicker paints. But I never add water. Because water will definitely introduce bubbles. Because it affects the binder. But I really did stir this quite harsh. This should have been stirred this morning to use it tonight. But that's okay. We're just playing. I can, if I don't like them, I can always scrape those tiles and redo them.
Do another one.
I am going to do another one. I splattered way back there.
Past your protection.
Past my protection. I'm not keeping it on that thing.
Catherine wants to know Jack 100 or 800.
800. The one that was out of stock for months. Well, for us that buy it by the gallon anyway. Got lucky at the Jerry show and got the 32 ounces pretty cheap, but I'm just glad it's back in stock. Okay.
Larry says if you pour it through some cheesecloth, you might get rid of some of the bubbles.
No, it'll make more bubbles. Okay, let's put these away. And I'll grab some more colors. It was funny when I found these, I was like, oh, gotta paint those. Don't have anywhere to put them. And I only have 4. Then Ellen tells me, I don't know how many are out in the shed.
I got like 3 paper box full.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Too many.
Catherine wants to know, does anyone know what GAC 100 is used for? She saw it on sale.
I think that's an extender and retarder. I know 900 is for fabrics. I was just reading those the other day. All right. Let me get this down. Maybe some of the bubbles will come to the top. Gosh, it's still thick. Slime. I have to check my white and see if the white's any thinner. Because the last time I used the white, it was too thin. Because I mixed it too close to using it. All right, let me pick some colors. I gotta change my gloves quick. All right, let's do And I have too many colors to pick from.
Geez, I wonder why.
Because I have too many.
Because you gotta have them all. Do you have them all? No.
What? TLPs? I think I'm lacking 8, and they were colors that I didn't like, so that's why I don't have them. And
Good night, Doris.
all right, got my colors. I like folk art color shift colors. You'll like them, they're fun. Okay, so I've got TLP sequins. I want to use this up. I need to add just a little bit of poly to it. That will pull us a pretty purpley color. Poly.
Joanne Ralston's got a question. How many TLPs are there? Too many.
I want to say 60. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody.
And Tammy Higgins wants to know, why would you not use Floetrol to thin and condition the paint along with GAC?
Not for blooms, no. This is just house paint products. When you start adding all these different chemicals to it, it changes the outcome of the bloom. All right, so that one's running good. Then I have Color Art Parisian Lily.
I found it.
Yeah, it's the new Prism Pour color. She sent me one. Those you can use straight out of the bottle, guys, if you have those Prism Pours. You don't have to add anything to them. That's a pretty color. Why my camera's not focusing on close-ups tonight. All right, and then I'm going to use Color Art Mystical Mauve. This is my favorite colors. When I was putting all my colors in my drawers, I was like, okay, I have 3 of those. I must like that one. Because when you buy the jar, that's not usually the color it mixes up to. It's kind of tricky. That's the one thing with color art. But with TLPs, they pretty much look like what they look like in the jar. This is Mystical Mauve. It's a gorgeous color. And then I'm going to use the Art Alchemy Metallics Spring Blossom. I love the Art Alchemy colors as well.
Good night, Delanius. Thank you for joining us. We do this every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern to 11.
So on this one, I'm going to blow it out with my hair dryer, I think. This is a gorgeous color too. All right, so let's put the Parisian Lily down first. I hope I say that right. There's not a lot in here, and I might be able to use it up. Close. am going to use it up though. The nice thing when you're doing the bloom, you can just leave this open. It'll dry overnight and you just peel it out. Wash your cup and you're good to go. It's not like acrylic paint where you have to scrub it out. Okay, and then on top of that, we'll do the Mystical Mauve. Or do I want to do this one? Let's do this one. This is the Spring Blossoms from Art Alchemy. I love peaches and corals. And I like them even more if they have an interference in them, but not all of them do. We'll do the Mystical Mauve. It doesn't matter if we get sloppy because we're going to blow it out. So I hope my black paint will move. And this is Sequins, one of my favorite interferences from TLP. I like this and Velvet and Macaw because they have more than one interference color in them. The duos. Okay, I see bubbles. They're all coming to the top. All right, cell activator.
It's okay, Beth. You can go back and watch it, and you can join us this Thursday. She's apologizing for not tuning in for the first Thursday.
That's okay. All right. My goodness. Well, I have 2 of those hair dryers down there. I got myself all confused. Okay. Let's get my other hair dryer. That's when you know your paint's thick. When your hair dryer won't even move it. Let's try something a little stronger. Ah, Alan.
I didn't do it.
Get out of there. Come get him.
You wanted the paint.
He committed suicide. Stink bugs. North Carolina, I can't stand. All right, let me give it a little spin. It's going to open up. I didn't want to push too far.
Shelly called it this bloom. Live from Monday night.
God, how embarrassing. I don't think tonight's my night. I'm just going to blow a little bit in this cell activator. See if there's anything under there that wants to come up before I spin. I got some gorgeous blooming area there. All right, let's give it a whipper. A Brian whip. But I have cardboard. Gosh, Gosh, I've never seen paint that thick. Maybe that's why it was down there, because I didn't like it. You know?
Yeah, that's why it was $9.
No, it's not why. It's just I think I didn't like it. Maybe that's why it's down there. Because normally I keep it by the back door. Keep it cool. Away from the heater.
Poor Colleen, she says she's had crickets ruin several of her paintings drying in the basement.
I get so mad when I come out here and I find a gnat. A little teeny gnat. And you can't pick it out because if you pull it out, that's going to show. It's like, get in there when it's wet, not when it's drying. I'm going to get it one more healthy spin here. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this black paint here. I'm afraid my white paint might be too thin, though. Maybe one more the other way. Just to balance it out. It's like, it's not even like dripping paint. It's like throwing paint. And I'm getting these stretchy sides here because the paint is so thick. They may both crack. I would not be surprised. Not good. All right. Let me slide this. Yeah, cups, please.
Let's try a different base.
I'm going to try the white. I got to clean all this black off, though. You have a bucket, right?
Yeah.
I'll have a pile of stuff to go in it. My mess. Let me slide that over because I'll still be using the black cell activator. Those can go over there to dry. I want to give it just a quick torch. It's pretty. Colors are gorgeous in the interference department.
Joanne Rawson wants, can't you thin it?
Look at the bubbles, guys. Wait. See them? Ugh. But those cells are so pretty. I can't thin it anymore with GAC 800 because then it's adding too much. I hurt my back. It was a long stretch. All right, let's do some white. I have two more. Did I just flick the black paint up at the camera? Did I get you guys?
Nope.
All right. I'm going to learn to not shower before Monday Night Live.
But you gotta look pretty for
Well,
everybody.
I'm too tired afterwards, so. All right. I'm even going to change my apron because it's covered with black paint.
Because you did a Brian spin.
No. I didn't do a Brian spin. It's just that stuff, that paint is so thick that it was just sticking to me.
You got it all the way over here.
I don't care about that. That's nothing to worry about over there. What? The stick. I have to do a bunch of green blooms this week to finish a project. And I have a commission piece I have to get done this week. And we have Thursday night tutorial, which is already planned, so I'm good on that. I don't have to think of something to come up with. Oops, sorry guys, pulled you right down with me. All right, let me cover that one up again. There's black paint on it. I'm so messy. Can you grab me those the white jugs over there?
Wait.
Right here, babe. Right in front of you. I gotta clean those.
That?
Yeah.
That?
I believe those are both house paint. The air out. Missed a spot. That's house paint. I always worry if it's house paint or base paint. Boy, that's very thin. Did you say that one was white?
Yes.
Okay. Here, come stir this for me. I want to add just a little bit of this thick stuff to this thin stuff. Because this is really thin. I had a note. Oh, here it is. I would like a countertop with that look.
So how many more of those tiles would you need?
Oh, they'd have to be big sheets because I don't want any edges. Oh, that looks blue. Why does that look blue?
No.
Oh, that's thin too. Can you stir that? I'll get out of your way for a minute. Alan's going to stir my paint for me because my arthritis in my thumb starts hurting.
My back's hurting too, so.
So you can talk to them while you're stirring my paint.
So there is a blue tint to this paint.
There is.
I'll show you exactly what it is, to tell you the truth. Because this is labeled as bright white.
Maybe that's why 'cause it's bright white. So it doesn't yellow.
The blue is disappearing though.
Yeah. They can't see you mixing it though. Scrape the bottom real well. Thank you. I have another bin of, oh, there they are. Actually, I have two bins of pigments that I mixed that haven't made it to the wall yet.
I don't have any more room on the wall, do you?
No, I don't.
You need a pull down wall now.
I need a double folding. There's an idea.
Kind of a lazy Susan.
Yeah, there's an idea.
Spinning. Make my big mouth. You know I'm not that talented.
You don't have to be. I'll work it all out and say, here, screw this for me. Well, I've gotten all that stuff off that bookcase over there, so we could put like one brand of paint over there, like the Art Alchemies and the Proj Posse's over there, and then have this all TLP and color art. Do you see how my mind works? Ooh, there's an inch over there. I can put something there. I have not wasted 1 square inch out here, have I?
That looks a little better.
Yeah, that's good. Still thin, but just like I gotta.
Where do you want it?
I'm not tripping all over everything, but it's okay. Let just slide. So I want to check the difference between these two. Okay, let's see. So this one, I go by the trace of what it leaves behind. Oh, this is much better. So we're using color plays.
Night Rochelle and Moose.
It's hard to scrape your stick when it's full, isn't it? Okay. So let's set this one aside because it's too thin. I'll add some thicker paint to it. I want to open the other gallon. All right, we're going to use it right out of the gallon. No GAC 800 in it. You don't have to add it. I just do. Too thin. Gloves. Okay. Now want to pick me 4 colors?
No, because you know what colors they'd be.
Mustard and ketchup. All right. I'll do it. Never mind.
You do it.
Never mind. That's 2 spoons, not enough. Let's do Firefly. That's one of my other favorites. Okay, so I have 4 colors. So I have Color Art Firefly. You guys know that I've had these mixed up for a long time. And months. They're still good. If they get to the point where they don't run off the stick, just take a little polyacrylic, a little tiny little squirt, or your Josanya varnish, whatever one you're using. And they run. Easy peasy. TLP, Nightfall. You'll notice when you have these in containers too that all the mica falls to the bottom. So you have to use, I love these sticks for that reason, because you can scrape the bottom as you're stirring. I always do a circle to get it off of there. And then I stir them up. This is pretty. It's very pretty purple. On the screen it looks blue, it's purple. I can't wait till we get the OBS working. Okay, Blissful Bordeaux from Color Art. This is a purpley red violet. It's a gorgeous color as well.
Jeff Carr wants to know, are those sticks in your Amazon shop?
Yes, they are. They're all different color ones in my Amazon shop. This is Fairy Wings from Color Art. It's a pretty color too. All right. let's create. Take my white. So that is 2/3 of a cup that I'm putting on that 9 by 12. We had fun blooming at the beach. I want to, like mix it up every year so we're not doing the same thing. I'm going to add a little more guys to the middle. So this year, Doris had offered to do the Fiona flowers for everybody. And we're going to do Dutch pours. We're going to practice one day, and then the next day, I bought 16 by 20 gallery wraps. So everybody will be doing a nice big one.
Enough racks?
I bought 2 more. What did we have last year? 4?
4.
So we have 6 now. Yeah, 6 drying racks. All right. I don't see a ton of bubbles in this one. Thank God. I'm not so scared now. I am going to give just a little more paint down the middle though. Actually, the way that I'm going, because I'm going to do another corner to corner.
Mo says she needs Dutch help.
Well, you know, and I kind of listen to what people are saying, like what they're having trouble with. And that's kind of what I decided. Vicky's having trouble with them, and why not, right?
And Johnson said she is too.
Good. So, okay, so let's go with the Nightfall first because this has more pigment than mica. Well, more pigment in it with mica. Although I'm not using canvas, so it's not going to sink too far anyway.
Yes, Brian. You're on that crew. He says 6 racks to put together and take apart. Woohoo!
Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of setup to do on Saturday night. There will be alcohol involved, I'm sure. We are welcoming our retreaters at 9 a.m. So on Sunday. All right, so here's the Bordeaux Blissful Bordeaux. It's a beautiful color. I want lots of that. I am going to blow this one out too. And you can see the difference in the base paint being thinner. Okay. And we're going to finish with the Firefly. This has a pinky purple iridescent to it. I buy lots of this color. I just got a big gob there, didn't I? It's one of my favorites. I have my favorites. I have tons of recipes with all the pigments that I have too. All right, so I'm using the black hair dryer, so get that up here. Let me just torch it a little bit. Put some cell activator in. Okay, hair dryer. Blows out so much better. So now we'll play around with the middle.
Kind of like a close-up of a beta fish.
Where are you? go too deep. Gotta be really careful when you're blowing. You don't pull up too much white. You just hold, I like to hold my airbrush up about 5 inches. Slowly come down till I see a little bit of color. And then pull back. We'll let that develop a little bit before I spin it.
Can you time lapse that?
I do when I do a video. Or I'll do, see you in 5, and I come back and it's all developed. It's usually I go in and go to the bathroom, come back. All right, push this over. It's gonna fill this tile up nice. No, don't get me. Gosh, that's pretty. The minute I look at it, I think of Kathy Carr. But see, come here.
What?
It's doing the same thing that it did with the other one. It's flocculating.
No, we don't want to.
That's when I know my paint's too thin. Darn it. Darn it. It's only in that one spot too. That's okay. I can go in and touch it up. I'll just wet the pigments and go in and touch it up. That's what I normally do. You can hide your imperfections sometimes.
So where's the imperfection?
Come here, I'll show you. You have to see it up close.
How?
I'm going to lift it up and show it to him, but I want to show you. See how it breaks?
Okay. On the side.
Mm-hmm.
But are you getting any on the surface?
And you know what? It's only the little piggy color. That's strange because the color art pigments didn't do that. It's just doing it. Strange. See it, guys? Oh, it's breaking. But it's very pretty. Now what I can do when this is dry, I can wet some of that piggy with varnish and go in and just paint over that. It should be fine. All right, off to the drying rack. We'll do one more.
Deirdre's here, purple girl, and she says, I love that purple.
It's purple.
Larry loves it. St. James is here. He says, beautiful as always.
I was here earlier.
Lori said, beautiful.
All right, let me set those aside. See, I keep them separated because I do write the color combos down, the recipes.
So, Sue Jensen says, I don't see you breaking. Beth Benson wants to know, what do you mean by breaking?
It splits. The color splits over the white and it looks hazy. I can't show it to you because I don't think it'll focus on the camera.
What you need?
A new scraper. I was lost there for a minute. I didn't know what I needed. Got sidetracked. Okay. Definitely going to have a mess. Okay, last one. Oops, I got paint on it because it was on my apron.
So Mary Ellen wants to know, did you find your book?
I have not.
Where did you put it, Mary Ellen?
I think it's in one of these drawers. I haven't looked there yet because I haven't rearranged anything in those drawers yet. So I just put some alcohol in it to clean it off. In case you're wondering what I sprayed. And Shelly, those hexagon tiles have nubs, but they're not,
You're not pronounced.
no. They're not coated with the ceramic glaze, so I can just sand them off. But there's 3 sides of nubs. All right,
Good night, Catherine.
here we go, guys. Oops, I better pick colors first. Okay, let's do,
Shelley's like, what?
yes, they have nubs. My favorite color,
Brian says neon green, hot pink, and bright yellow.
yuck. Sorry, Brian.
Larry says, how about some metallics?
They're all metallics. They all have mica in them. Let's do.
Shelley says, that's what you have Ellen for.
I can't find my golden diamond.
It's okay, Shelley.
All right, so let's do. Not sure about that one. Okay, that was easy. Let's take macaw.
Larry says metallics, not metal flake.
What do you think metallics are? They're made with mica powder. Mica is what makes it shiny.
What bronze and golds? And the shot's calling out for candy apple red.
I have Sea Goddess, Sea Glass, and my favorite color, Azurite, and Macaw, which is a gorgeous interference.
Copper.
What?
Copper?
I don't think I have a copper. Unless I have the Plastic copper mixed up there. Okay,
Interferences?
this is Sea Glass. This is a pretty color. It's like a minty green. This is Sea Goddess from TL. No, that's from Color Art. This is more of a it's more of a, that's not more mint green, it's more what's the color? I have to get a hint of it. It's got like a gold in it. Like a gold mica.
Good night, Lori.
All right, that's pretty. And then here's the Azurite.
So Mary Ellen has a question. What's the difference between an interference and a color shift?
Not much. Interference is what flashes off of a dark color. It's a mica. But a color shift is a mica that's a duo mica. So there's like 2 different color micas in it. And an interference is usually 1 or 2. But the color shifts can have up to probably 7 different shades in them of mica. All depends what color it's shifting to. Like the chameleon powders, they just do like 4 or 5 different shades. So it'll go like from green to like a rust color. That's all the different colors of micas mixed into one. I love this color. So pretty. This is the one that I based my denim blue off of. Was the azurite.
You want to hear Brian's definition? Interference is interfere, and color shift colors.
That's all you need to know, right, Bri? It's actually, true. Simple layman's terms. Or you could just be like Brian and say, Google it for a more in-depth definition so you'd understand it more. So another thing I found out too, a lot of mica powders are mined in other countries. Some of it was child labor, but I found out today that the companies that we buy our pigments from are not part of that. They don't buy from those companies that use child labor. So you can buy it in good faith, knowing that you're not putting some little kid to work. All right, let's do the sea glass first from TLP. Get a quick torch. So my thing was too, when I first started doing blooms, I said I liked all my paints the same consistency except for the cell activator. That might be why I'm getting flocculation, because my pigments are thicker than my pillow. Because I never had that problem before, ever. Maybe in the very beginning when we first took the course, but not since then.
Welcome, Michelle.
Okay.
She just woke up from a nap. She's late.
I would like a nap. I'm going to go to bed early tonight. I got to get my studio done tomorrow. I got taxes to do. Okay, azurite. Oh, I love this color. Quit ding, whoever you are. I'm not available. Okay. All right, and then we're going to go with the macaw, which has got some green in it and gold. And I'm going to drape it this way, because over that blue it should be gorgeous. And I'm not worried about that because we're going to blow it out. So I'm already trying to pick it off with my fingers, and I know better. It's a nice thing with blooms, you can be sloppy. Drip, it's not a big deal. Quick torch. One big bubble there. Actually, it was a piece of pigment. Got it. Would have been spun off. Okay, here we go. Let's blow it. My cell activator is very fresh because I just mixed them today. So They're not playing very well on contact, but oh, that's so pretty. And I'm going to lose it when I spin it. All right, let me touch it up. Ooh, as soon as I hit it with the air, it popped bubbles.
Michelle from Grateful Creations Food Art. So she loves these colors.
I love these colors together. They're very oceany. And hi, Michelle. All right. Let's give it a minute. Getting my little clusters coming up. I can see it flocculating here. And it is the TLP that's flocculating. Now I got to figure out why. Besides the fact that my consistencies are different. Oh, you know what? I didn't blow that blue out, did I? Oh, crap. All right, let me see if I can scrape that off and put white there before we spin. Correct our problem here. I forgot when I was blowing it out with the hairdryer to make sure I push that off. But we're good now. Don't be afraid. All right, I need my cardboardy. Where'd I put it? Okay. Gosh, it's so pretty. Come over here to see if it's going to land on anything, don't you?
You did an Allen spin there.
Yeah, but see, it's flocculating. That's the sea glass. That's the sea glass. That's the DLP color. And I didn't thin them with water. Oh, it's behaving better now. One more. With the luck I'm having tonight, they'll probably all crack. And I have to turn the heater on because it'll be so freaking cold down here in the morning if I don't. If we're going to get that cold tonight. I could keep it very low, though.
Dory said that black background, Christina, just produced lump in large cells.
That's the cell activator. So there's an overall view. Let me give it a torch in certain spots where I see
Good night, Colleen.
tiny bubbles. All right, let me lift this one up. I do have flocculation there. But like I said, I can go in and touch it up. Oh, my doggy's outside. She's barking. She hears my voice probably. Let me take that one to the drying rack. Be good, little one.
Those are big ones.
They better behave. Any questions, guys? We're going to wrap it up. Right there, Susan, it's flocculated. I'm not going to touch it. I already saw that. I like to just blow blooms out just to do cabs. See any questions?
Pail? Nope. I don't see any questions.
So don't forget, guys, to join us Thursday night. We're just going to be doing some base paint mixing and maybe talk about how to layer cups for a pour. I'll show last week's piece that I did with the paint that I mixed. We did 8 different kinds of paint. I used them in one pour. They came out pretty cool. But if you don't have any questions, I guess we're heading out. Thanks so much for joining us, and have yourselves a great night.
Have a wonderful week.
Bye now.